This Saturday in St. Peter's Square, the Manchester Palestine Action group held a protest to show their solidarity with workers in Gaza, such as journalists, health workers and educators. The protest was also in support of the camps of resistance in Brunswick Park being held by students at the University of Manchester. Students are camping to call for the university to cut ties with companies such as BAE Systems for their connections with the ongoing conflict in Gaza. The protest ended at the camp with speeches from organisers and people who have been affected by the conflict. I spoke to one of the organisers of this event.
Today's protest was in solidarity with the encampment that's in Brunswick Park, University of Manchester campus. It's to denounce the ties that University of Manchester has to Israeli entities and corrupt corporations that are currently oppressing Palestinians across occupied Palestine, be it in Gaza, across what they call West Bank, and the land that has been stolen from us and occupied with settlements, and renamed by the Israeli regime. The students in the encampment are demanding that the University of Manchester cuts all ties with the Zionist regime, and the weapons manufacturers, such as BAE, that are providing the artillery that the Zionist regime needs in order to continue its oppression of Palestinians.
The camps of resistance at the University of Manchester have been up since Wednesday, and they are demanding the university end ties with Tel Aviv University, Hebrew University of Jerusalem and BAE Systems, all because of their connections to the ongoing conflicts. They also want the university to end unethical research, and they urge the university to not discipline students involved on protests or the encampment going on currently. The protest started in St. Peter's Square and people made their way to Brunswick Park to support the students who are camping out. It ended with speeches from students, organisers and people affected by the conflict in Gaza.
University of Manchester, if you truly pride yourself on being a reputable academic institution, then you should not be allowing any of your finances or allowing the incentive behind pursuit of those finances to have any affiliation with corrupt regimes. It is hypocritical to act as though you are imparting knowledge upon future generations when you are complicit in such corruption.
As the world goes on in pain and in torture, they are teaching our children that you must live within the confines that we teach you, and nothing more, nothing less than that. Well, we say no more. We say absolutely not. We will continue showing out until these corrupt institutions learn their lesson, which is that we will not cease until we see a free Palestine, and that is our demand, and we will not stop until that demand is fulfilled.
The University of Manchester has been issuing students in the camp certain letters, the most recent criticising language used in chants used in the protests. The university is claiming that these chants are discriminatory.
So the most recent one, to my knowledge, is them criticising the use of the phrase "from Manchester to Gaza, globalise the Intifada." They have deemed this discriminatory, which is absolutely nonsensical. When we call for Intifada, which means to rise up, uprising, or in some context, revolution, that is the basis of any demand again and any movement against oppressive regimes. So to call it discriminatory when the only real racism, discrimination that we are truly seeing is from the Zionist regime itself is laughable. So that is my knowledge of a recent letter that was distributed by the University of Manchester.